38 seconds left in this, and this is Steve Winwood. Can't find my way home. That's Steve Winwood with Can't Find My Way Home. That's bringing us now to 5:44, just about 5:45, and we get to spend some time this last few minutes of the show with Akeem Haynes. He can now hang a big golden key next to his bronze Olympic medal. The runner was given the key to the city here in Yellowknife at a ceremony last night, hosted by Mayor Mark Hike. It was the first time Yellowknife has given somebody the key, and it's in recognition of the years Akeem spent here as a young boy, and of course the bronze medal at the Rio Olympics as part of Canada's 4x100 meter relay team. And Akeem joins me now in studio. Welcome, Akeem.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to be here. I haven't really been on a radio show like this, so it's interesting.
Well, I've never really spoken to an Olympian on a radio show either, so it's exciting for the both of us. Congratulations, first of all, on getting the key to the city. What is it like to get such an honor?
You know, I'm still trying to put it into words. And today, I got up, I was doing some work, just writing and stuff, and I was listening to, I like to listen to people talk sometimes, so I was listening to Steve Harvey. Something he said kind of hit me, and then that's when a lot of things kind of started to come into play for me, because I'm always on the go, and I'm always doing something different, trying to do something stuff in my life, and I don't really get the chance to just sit and reflect. Something he might have said that just made me realize, like, man, you know, I have a medal. I just got a medal, and I got a key to the city. And all these things that I've been through in my life I started thinking about it and how far I've came. And I'm not usually one to cry, but at that moment, you know, this is like 11 o'clock in the morning, and, you know, it definitely brought tears to my eyes, just seeing that, you know, to reflect, because it's been an interesting journey. It's been a tough one. But I'm here today, and I'm very grateful for that.
What does this town mean to you?
To get the key to the city of the place where I once called home, and coming back and just being able to share what I've worked for, and just to show the kids that anything that you want to do, as long as you set your mind to it, is possible. But to have something that shows and they can see the belief in that, that's something that's truly special to me, because, you know, people always complain about the generation. They're always doing worse and worse and worse, but instead of complaining, why don't we actually tell them how to fix it? You know, as adults, our job is to educate the younger generation and teach them how, you know, what's right and from what's wrong. You know, I would rather tell someone that it's possible and show them that it's possible, rather than tell them and then not do anything behind it to fix that. You know, so that's what I do to my little siblings. You know, my little brother out there, Jamari's out there, and Nala's out there, and at some point, you know, they're going to come to me and ask me, you know, is my dream possible? And I have to genuinely sit there and look them in the eyes and tell them, yes. And they're going to ask me why, because I've done it. So I try to do everything. I try to teach them and model what I do, so they can see that it's possible. If they want to go do it, because I'll be able to tell you that I went and I tried, so you can too.
And you've had a great support system with your family here in Yellowknife, including your mom, Carlene, whom we've had on the show a few times now, and she's just always beaming, so proud of you. Well, this key to the city that you received was given to you at a public ceremony. So tell us about that. How did it all go down?
So it was at 6, and then so I was there about 5:40. We went into the new field house that I've never seen before, which looks beautiful, by the way. And they gave me some time to talk a little bit, and then we actually ran a relay with the kids, and I actually raced my little brother, so that was kind of cool. But it was just nice. It was nice to see everybody there and just having a good time. And then I think the big suspense was, you know, what does the key look like?
Yeah.
I don't think people came to see me. They just came to see what the key looked like and what it was. To get that, you know, it's an honor. You know, I don't really know how to put it to words, but I'm just very thankful for the city of Yellowknife to want to give me something like that. I mean, I'm just another person just like anybody else.
So what do you remember about growing up as a little boy here in Yellowknife?
Soccer.
Uh-huh.
A lot of soccer. I remember us, being dominant, especially at Welleday and outside. But I also remember, the closeness this community has, like this town has, saying hello every time you'd go outside. It's a lot of good and positive things that I've gotten from here. This definitely is a city that is very close with one another.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you didn't say the weather is what you remember as a little boy here in Yellowknife.
I'm trying to forget that weather.
Well, you had come here right from Jamaica.
Yes. I came in it might have been just about to snow. I know there was snow on the ground, and I thought it was salt, and I learned that the wrong way.
Did you try tasting it?
Tasted. I grabbed a big handful.
What have you been hearing from our youth?
I've been hearing like a lot of good things, but I like when because a lot of kids sometimes are shy to ask questions, but sometimes they'll come up to me when I'm by myself and they'll ask me, how do they deal with certain situations? Ask me my advice on stuff like that. And I think what I try to instill in them is to know that, they're all special. There's something inside everyone, but in order to bring that out, you have to believe that what you want, is attainable. You have to believe in yourself. And a lot of these kids, I hope that, they're able to just use me as an example for that. Because I do truly have something, maybe someone will grasp to it. These kids, it's funny because coming back, it's like I see myself in them because I was in the same places. So to see them and just to see when they touch the medal and stuff like that, that's just something I can't really put into words.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of great kids out here.
So what's next for you in your career?
What's next for me in my career? I'm going to start training next month and get ready for the World Championships in August in London. Working on this. Well, the second book's done, so I'm hoping to have that out by the first week of December. And then starting up, finalizing my own foundation. That's
Wow,
working on that
you
pretty soon.
have a lot going on. What's the name of your first book?
Love, Life, and Legacy.
And what's that about?
It's about different situations, how to overcome different things that happen on my perspective. So you could say it's a self-help book, but I call it a perspective book because I would never tell anyone how to live their life. But I've made a lot of mistakes and I've learned from a lot of mistakes, so that's what I try to share.
And your second book?
I just changed the title. It's called Fear, Faith, and Fruition. This one is probably my best work yet. I feel really good about it, and it's a more in-depth storyline basis. It tells a lot more of my personal stories. It also tells a lot of harder, more in-depth issues that people have within themselves, and how I kind of deal with that myself also.
And what about your foundation?
So, growing up, I played football. I played football for the Calgary Broncos and the Golden Hawks. And we weren't very well off, so we didn't really have money for shoes or cleats or stuff like that. So some people helped me out, and I was able to have cleats and play with good actual football shoes. And what I want to do is I want to be able to sponsor 4 football athletes who maybe their parents don't have the money financially, or maybe they're struggling, maybe they're just going through something, because I know what that's like. And I want to be able to give them a pair of cleats and a pair of shoes outside of the sport, because I also believe, if you look good, you'll play good. So I want these kids to have the confidence and also to know that there's somebody behind them. That's what I want to do. I haven't thought of a name, but I think I might call it Step into Faith.
Step into Faith. Well, one of our newest reporters, his name is Mark Hedlari, he's challenged you to a race, which you've agreed to, and which we assume that you're going to win. Is this part of being an Olympian now? Everyone wants to challenge you to stuff?
I think people wanted to challenge me before. But like I said, I don't really think of it as too much. The sport is the sport, but the sport is what I do. It's not who I am. But it does come with the territory. So I know someone's always trying to race, and I guess I gotta live with the challenge, right?
Okay, so any advice from Mark on how to beat you?
We're racing each other, so I have no advice for him.
All right, Akeem, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. I'll give you the last word. Is there anything else that you'd like to say to people in the Northwest Territories?
Just thank you guys for everything and for embracing me again as part of the city. I've gotten so many good, kind words from everybody, and it truly means a lot. You know, you guys have touched me, and I'll always, always, always remember this moment. And just thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for that.
And good luck with your future.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Well, that's Olympian Akeem Haynes, now also the holder to the key to the city of Yellowknife. This is a song choice by Carlene Smith. That's Akeem's mom. This is Jammin'.